This is.
Did you not want red?
No, I'm good. I enjoy red colored flavored things.
There you go. We're on there, right? Yeah.
We're filming.
Hello, everybody.
Good morning, evening,
afternoon.
whenever you're listening / watching to this.
Yes, because you should be listening soon too.
Yes, coming soon to a thing soon. More on that later.
Yes. Anyways, this is the Barrel Roll Newscast.
This is Nick.
Tony.
We run this thing.
Yes, we do.
We do it.
Today is October
7th.
See, I was going to say 6th. I'm behind all the time.
I wrote 6 on my notes today.
I wrote 6 on everything today. Oh well. Yes, today is Friday, October 7th. Thanksgiving weekend coming up.
Turkey Day.
Turkey Day.
So, get your turkeys out.
Yes. Other than that, what we're playing?
You want to play?
What are we playing? What are you playing, Tony?
This is disappointing. I didn't play anything all week. Okay, that's a lie. I played Marvel vs. Capcom 2 just because I was in the mood to, beat things up that didn't want to fight back.
Mm-hmm.
Because fighting animals is bad. So, I was playing MVC, not 2, 3, my bad, 3.
That's okay, they're both good.
Yes, 2, I like 2 a little bit. I don't know, I like them both. They're both equal.
I like the character selection in 2.
Well, because it's called everybody.
I know, but they're upgrading.
It's not that much. They're not 3, they're not ultimate version.
Yeah.
They're not adding a lot.
Oh.
I'm only interested in the raccoon and Phoenix, right?
Yeah, the raccoon interests me.
The Phoenix right interests me too.
So did you play online or just all by yourself? Just
all by myself because I know I would just get swiped from the floor upwards. I'm okay to admit that I'm terrible at that game.
So am I.
But I enjoy playing as dudes and beating them up. Like weak computer dudes.
Yep.
So.
I know, it makes me feel better.
I played that earlier this week.
There you go.
And then I had an essay to write, so I didn't play anything else. And then I booted up the Battlefield 3 beta, which is free for all PlayStation people now.
And Xbox.
Is it free on Xbox? Oh, that must mean it's free on the PC too then.
I'm imagining.
Oh, I gotta try that out because I want to try that giant 64-player map.
See how it runs.
Yeah. So the Battlefield 3 beta, anything that besides the Wii, you can play it on now. Not to slate against the Wii, just it's not on there.
No, it's not.
Sorry.
Maybe the Wii U.
No. Your dreams are too high, sir. It's good though.
EA said they're bringing all their stuff.
Good. I use that term very loosely. It left me with a bad taste in the mouth though.
It looks nice.
It looks nice, but I found it to be extremely buggy.
And
like,
I think
even for a beta.
I think they'll fix a lot of that though.
And they're saying that this is like an old build that they were using, not the newest one that they're releasing, which kind of confuses me because for a stress test for any kind of test you would want your newest build, and that confused me.
I think stress test is just another word for play our game. We're advertising for free right now. Because any game that I've played where they have stress test, you go and play the actual game like, day 1 or day 2, and they're like, yeah, remember all that stress testing we did? It was for nothing because the servers are still down on day 1 and 2 and 3.
Looking at you, Final Fantasy 14.
And World of Warcraft.
And mainly Final Fantasy 14 because it's still broken.
It's still broken.
Sorry, all 5 of you.
At least you're still playing for free.
Get into your link shelves. Just. So yeah, I wasn't overly impressed. I just hope it's not indicative of single player because that's what I want to play it for.
I really want to play single player.
It just looks sharp. There was no vehicles in the console version, which I think there are vehicles in the PC one for the big map.
Oh.
Just 64 players. Come on.
Yeah. But apparently everybody races for them anyway, so you barely ever get to play.
That's okay. I'll just put a C4 on them. I'm the jerkhole that puts your C4 on your vehicles as you drive away.
Kaboom!
So yeah, that's what I've been playing.
I didn't mind the beta. I suck at first-person shooters. So in all honesty, I'm like running around a map and someone shoots me and I'm like...
Well, you don't take many hits.
No,
you take
really
like 2 or 3 shots at most.
I like that though.
Yeah, no, and that's good.
I dig that. It's just that I have no idea where the heck I am and I don't know the maps and I don't know the controls, which is why I like playing single player first on a first-person shooter. Because they're kind of like, here's the intricate move that you wouldn't even think of doing in a regular, like if you just picked up the game. So I'm still picking up Battlefield 3.
it's landed on my either heavily watch list or will buy list.
Yeah, so I'm like, I was planning on buying it anyways. It's just, I'm excited for it.
It looks great.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. So. No, I'm excited.
Battlefield 3 beta. Go play it.
Yeah, go try it.
Not bad. Not my cup of tea though.
And free.
Mm-hmm.
Which is my cup of tea.
You know what? It's funny. It's funny that you bring up free. Do you remember Medal of Honor?
Yes.
Remember how people, if you bought your Medal of Honor new, you get access to the Battlefield 3 beta?
Yes.
That was only for like 2 days.
I know.
That's a giant, like, middle finger to the people who did that for that.
Oh well.
Sorry. Nick.
Yes.
Do you play video games?
Barely. I love school.
Apparently we love school.
I finished Infamous.
1 or 2?
1. And I started playing 2, and that was way earlier in the week.
Did you finish as a good dude or a bad dude?
I finished as a good dude.
90% of people will.
And I can't be bad. I have this issue where I'm like, they're like, all you have to do is kill this puppy and we will make you do nothing else for the rest of the game to be evil. You will just be evil. And I'm like, but it's a puppy. That's not actually something that happens in the game.
You close your eyes and you just do it.
I know, and I can't. I feel bad.
Because they'll come back to you. Remember how you killed that puppy?
Yeah. And I'll be like, no, I didn't mean to. I just want to be bad. And honestly, and I think Fable ruined a lot of it for me.
Oh, how so?
You'd be bad, and the guards would come after you constantly. Like, people, they wouldn't cower. They would actually come after you. And you're just sitting there like, oh, man. The only game that I've played where I've gone evil before I've gone good is Knights of the Old Republic. Because going Sith is way cooler than going Jedi.
I don't know. Jedi's pretty freaking awesome.
I like my Sith. And you get so many more fun options. Like, give me that thing I'm asking you for and go jump off that cliff. And the guy's like, here's that thing you wanted. I'm gonna go jump off that cliff. And you're like, if you're good, you have to go do a whole quest for like this one item. If you're bad, it's just like,
Gibbs.
Go. And you're like, so that's, no, so I finished good.
I wonder if that's gonna be like how the multiplayer one was, the MMO, Old Republic.
It's supposed to be. You're supposed to be able to.
I won't say anything about it until the game's out.
Yeah.
But I have stories about it. Until I will wait until the game's out before I talk about it.
I liked Infamous.
Good.
The controls.
Not very good.
No. But I mean, they didn't. As far as I know, they didn't have a huge budget.
No, it was a game that kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah. So. And the concept and the story and all that
original
was good.
It's good.
So that's what carried it, and I'm like, okay. And then Infamous 2, they obviously got a budget and a new voice actor, which made no sense to me.
Nolan North didn't. He should have anyways.
But, well, no, because like all of a sudden they go from this like, I'm saving the city and everything's good, and then it comes into the second game, which I literally like I finished the first game and I threw in the second disc.
Which is a way to do it.
And all of a sudden the guy's voice is now completely different, and I'm like, maybe for all of those people who didn't play the, like, you know, had that break in between 1 and 2, didn't notice as much, but it is a very huge, glaring, obvious difference.
And I think you'll find that, I don't know if you paid attention to the Infamous 2 trailers when they first came out. The initial trailer, they also changed the character model too. He looked completely different and then enough fans complained, and then they moved him back.
They shifted him back a bit. He looks more refined.
Because in the first trailer that they did for Infamous 2, he looked completely different. He had hair.
Oh.
And he had like a black shirt and no messenger bag.
Oh.
So it was like, why are you changing him on us? And fan reaction was loud enough, and they went back to the original Cole. Not the voice actor,
not
obviously,
the voice.
But.
And he's not quite the original. I mean, the second game looks way prettier.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of close-ups in the second one. A lot more close-ups.
Like all the characters look so much better. So obviously there was a budget that went into the second one. So that was cool. Otherwise, I've played nothing. I've been watching Netflix and doing homework. So.
What surprised me about Infamous 2 is that there's no multiplayer.
Yeah.
The game seems like a game, like, not Uncharted. Don't get me wrong, Uncharted multiplayer is fine, but Infamous as a multiplayer game would be a little bit more dynamic. Because you have open worlds to run around in.
Yeah. one thing
and the way.
I haven't gotten that far into,
Okay.
but the one thing I didn't like was the user-generated
I hate that stuff.
I'm like, what?
And that's the same reason. It's the same reason why I keep hating the user-generated stuff in Little Big Planet and what's that racing one? The Mod Nation Racers, is because I don't trust the community to make any good things.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only so many times I can see level 1-1 done over and over again.
Yeah. So otherwise I've been doing. I haven't even picked up like a handheld this week.
I picked up to play Mario, but I play that all the time. It's moved it. Super Mario Brothers has moved its way into my front screen, right next to Zelda or whatever game I load into the.
Whatever game's in the actual thing.
It's right up there.
There you go.
Cool.
So yes, that is what we are playing, I guess.
Yeah, not
much this week.
Turkey Day will help.
Turkey weekend will help. Can't wait for Turkey weekend. So.
I'll finish one game that I have on my list.
Oh yeah.
Either Catherine or Dark Souls.
Or not
Catherine or not Dark Souls, which I will maybe play eventually. Or Shadow of the Damned.
That's the one.
One of those two I'll finish because I'm close on both of them.
That's what else I tried playing. Duke Nukem. I'm not even going to talk about it yet.
Dude, you don't need to. It kind of talks about itself.
It really does. Anywho. I'm going to pause this and we're going to get to the news. We're back!
Hey, what's up?
It's time for the news.
We didn't change moves.
No, he didn't move at all. He just kept eating his...
One of these days we're going to do that switch and then we're going to switch spots.
You guys won't know what to do with yourselves. Okay. Do you want us to... We're just... So everybody knows, we're splitting up video games and movie news.
Yeah.
So one comes after the other.
Yeah, so it's not like...
Just
back and forth. And we understand, that's cool.
We like it this way.
Yeah, it works that way.
We're trying new things, so...
So you want to start? Or do you want to...
You can start.
Okay, so late last week I think it was, Sony unveiled a teaser trailer for what everyone was expecting to be a new service, because what it was these two World War II soldiers dropping into this castle, whatever, and there's all these video game references, guns from Resistance, the machine from Metal Gear Solid,
yep,
stuff like that. And they said that they would release more information about this sort of teaser trailer on, I think, the 5th or something like that. So the 5th came by, and we were all wrong.
Yeah.
It was not a service. We'll probably link the trailer somewhere out. We'll post it somehow, if you don't know where it is. But what it is actually sort of a homage to kind of every PlayStation game, any gamer out there, for that matter.
They're on the PlayStation.
Yeah. Like, there's other characters that are on multi-console now, like Portal's in there, Have you seen this video?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bioshock's in there.
No, Bioshock's not in there. Oh, Bioshock, I thought you meant BioWare. Yeah, no, Bioshock's
in there.
Final Fantasy's in there.
Yep.
Because now that's the console. I think Hitman's in there as well.
There's a lot of people.
They put a lot of time into that. I think the biggest, looking back on it, it's not as a service, but as sort of like paying tribute to gamers all across the world. This is a huge deal because they got... I don't know if they re-recorded some of the voices. I know David Hayter definitely got his to be re-recorded because those lines didn't exist in Metal Gear Solid 4 because Old Snake is in there. I'm pretty sure they re-recorded the Nathan Drake and Cole voices.
I think so, yep.
Because there's no way any of those voices existed in the original games.
No, so...
But this is a live-action teaser trailer. Well, a live-action trailer of all these major video game characters. I think Kratos is fake.
There's a lot of them that look a little off.
Yeah, I think Kratos definitely. Maybe Chell from Portal might be fake because she's in the background running.
Yeah.
Other than that,
it's hard to say.
The actor for Nathan Drake looked really fat.
I know. I thought that too. I'm like,
he's like really chubby.
Please don't let him be the guy in the movie. Cause that'd be bad.
No,
it
was cool though.
It was cool.
What did you think of it?
I was confused most of the way through, and then I really liked how they're all like, he saved me from this and he saved me from that. And the one part that killed me was they actually gave he a name. Mm-hmm.
So if you are Michael,
you win.
Congrats. Apparently they had a contest or something a couple months back.
To see who was the biggest person fan.
Yeah, something like that. But...
Because, yeah, I'm like, Sad is totally cool, and then all of them start toasting to Michael.
Yep.
And
all these iconic video game characters.
I'm like, who is Michael, and why is he important?
I think symbolically he means us.
Yes, it means the player.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt that like I was getting that vibe already, and then they broke it because they gave the player a name. Just me.
Mm.
Still a cool ad. Just for PlayStation.
Yep.
For nothing, like it's not like it's for a game. It's not like they're doing.
There's no service or anything.
It's not like they're doing Super Smash Bros. PS3 version.
Oh, don't.
They're just. It's just a
this.
PS3 commercial.
It's kind of cool. It's their new thing because remember a couple of months ago they always had Kevin Butler on the TV bus. I think this is gonna be the replacement for that ad, but like cut up in chunks.
Right.
And then maybe different people there. So.
I like Kevin Butler.
No, I do too.
I don't like the little kid they got for the PSP.
He didn't do anything.
He had like 2 commercials and they didn't do well, and it's like, this isn't working. Fire him. And every once in a while I see one of those commercials, but...
Do you really? I haven't seen one ever.
I saw one
I think I saw it in the
a
movie.
month ago.
I think I saw it in the movie theater. That's
That's when I saw one. Get PS3, or PSP, because they're awesome! And it's like,
And then-
good.
Oh, if he's the spokesperson for the Vita, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna buy a plane ticket to his house and beat him.
They'd be smart just to use Kevin Butler.
Or don't use anyone, just... Kevin Butler is like Sony in general.
Mm-hmm.
What is he, the VP of ass kickery or something?
Apparently.
Something like that.
VP of awesome commercials.
I believe him. I'd buy. So there's that trailer. If you want to go take a look at it, we'll post it
we'll post a link
somewhere.
Somewhere in and around this general area. You should see it if everything works right.
Cool.
It's a trick every day.
Tricky.
Yep.
You got anything?
Sure.
Toss it. Ping pong.
Ping pong?
Pong.
Ping pong. We won't talk about that one yet.
Boop.
I'll talk about this one. This is a nice, lighthearted type thing. Skyward Sword.
Yes.
The entire game has full orchestra for its sound. They are not using MIDIs. They are not using anything. This is the first Zelda game to do this, and they said at Nintendo, if Mario Galaxy 2 gets it, then so does Zelda.
Because Mario Galaxy 1 kind of got it too, didn't it?
I'm not sure if 1 got it.
It got... I know that the intro was.
The intro was. The rest
sure.
of the game was MIDI, but then the second game, they were like, well, it did so well in the first one. And then Shigeru Miyamoto was like, this week did give you guys a pretty big hint,
Mm-hmm.
you know, at E3 with the giant orchestra. And it's like...
Is Zelda Live?
Yeah, and we're like, oh. I'm
Or
like,
whatever it's called.
Doi. But that's cool. I dig that, because...
And you can... Every copy of the first print game, not just the
Yes.
bundle version, gets the CD.
Yes.
So it's not just... You don't need the bundle version, although... Why would you not want a gold Wii remote?
For $10 extra.
Dude, I've spent...
And it's got
more,
the Wii Motion Plus built into it.
I've spent more money on less.
Yeah.
So, you're losing.
So I don't like eating popsicles.
You put it back in that bag.
I see, I just did that.
You know, hold it over there.
Oh, it's okay.
So.
We have snack time, by the way. So yeah, that I found kind of cool. Skyward Sword's coming out November 20th. Mm-hmm. And literally, if you want to see the entire game, just start browsing the net.
Is it actually out there already?
Nintendo keeps releasing like huge chunks of video.
I know
I am staying spoiler free.
The intro video is out there. I'm not looking at it. The only thing I've seen so far, as far as gameplay wise, is the upgrading system because I wanted to know what that was. Like.
I didn't even see that yet. And
well,
that one I'd be able.
And that's all it is. It's just you know you get items and you upgrade stuff and it looks cool.
Yeah.
I know Kotaku ran a mini story about it, saying Zelda can be now the first Zelda game that we can call an RPG again.
Oh yeah, I guess.
So you collect things and.
No, and I'm excited for it. There's supposed to be like 100 hours of game or something, cinematics, gameplay, something. There was 100 hours of.
It'll be on for 100 hours.
So let's just say this is going to be a really big Zelda game. And even Nintendo knows it, and that's why they're actually spending the extra money doing the whole...
Where are they finding the room on the disc for this content?
You know Nintendo, they're magic.
I'm not going to disagree.
There's like a Nintendo game that comes out for the Wii, and it's amazing. So you're like, man, this Wii thing is so awesome. And then another company that does good games comes along, throws a game on there, and it's a piece of junk. And you go...
Party games.
And you go, what? No, but not even party games. Like, just, other games come out and you go, okay, if Nintendo can pull this off, why can't you guys?
Captain America. Any movie license.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. It's I'm excited because this is going to be pretty much the last big game for the Wii.
Which makes you want to wonder, why does Nintendo always leave it to the very end of their cycles to make the big games? I'm spilling on top.
Just put it on the table. The disadvantages of snack time.
No. That was a bad idea.
I don't know why they do that. Because they did that with
Twilight
Princess.
And it turned out better on the GameCube.
Yeah. Well, because my only problem so far with the Wii Zeldas is Link is right-handed.
They're changing it. They're making a left-handed version. Well, not making a left-handed version, but there's a left-handed mode in Skyward Sword. Now, whether or not that makes him left-handed again,
I doubt it.
It is kind of weird that...
I'll play that way. I'm kind of ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And it's the same thing with Metal Gear as well. Not handedness, but as far as controls goes. Because from 1, 2, and 3, it was always circle for confirm, X for cancel. Metal Gear Solid 4 and Peace Walker come out, they switch it around.
Oh, how lovely.
It was weird, because I popped in Metal Gear Solid 4 after playing, because this is when the first game first came out, and I was like, Metal Gear Solid 3, I had to play through that. I played through that, popped in Metal Gear Solid 4, I'm like, backwards.
Backwards?
How do I don't cancel.
I don't like that.
So, that was weird. Got used to it eventually, but...
Yes, you always do. But... So yes, there's that.
Yep.
I thought that was fun. And
I enjoyed that.
I'm super excited about the fact that they're actually doing real music.
Music always excites me.
I know. So it's especially that kind of stuff. It's the orchestra stuff for those kind of... I love it.
And it's going to be in CD form for us to document.
Yes, because I've pre-ordered.
I've pre-ordered. Pre-order, guys.
I'm getting a controller.
I don't even think I'll use it because I already have a Wii Motion Plus.
I do too.
So I'll just hold on to it.
I'll use it. It'll go with my paintbrush
oh, right.
nunchuck.
But it's going to be off-colored.
Yeah. That thing's not awkward to use, by the way.
That's good. I'll take a look at it.
Yeah.
Later.
Yeah, it's fun. It was $20.
Good choice. Good call. Good call.
No, cheaper than that. Way cheaper than that. That's why I'm like a nunchuck for like $10. I'm in. So
No.
what do you still have to speak of?
So earlier this week, we had a Apple conference.
Yes.
For the new iPhone 4S.
4S.
So I'm not gonna get into the details of like
Why
is it not an iPhone 5?
I would just like to point out that everybody complaining that there are not enough new features to have a new iPhone.
You don't need
it's a 4S.
You don't need enough. You don't need a new iPhone every year.
No.
You don't need a new iPhone every year.
No. It's the 4S. It's not like they said 5 and
it's a lateral change. It's not. It's not an upgrade. It's, because my iPhone 4 works perfectly fine.
You just won't have GLaDOS on it.
I'm okay with that. I have her in song form. I have both the Portal songs.
Yeah, me too.
So, but during that announcement, they announced that Infinity Blade 2 was coming out and would take advantage of the new dual-core processor in the iPhone 4S. Not saying that it won't run on other iOS products, but
it'll
they're
run
saying
betterer.
So, and as for a person who played everything out of Infinity Blade 1, this is a welcome miss. I don't know if I'll get it day one, because I've learned my lesson for buying apps day one. Never buy day one, unless it's like $1. Unless it's $1.
They don't go cheaper than that.
Yeah, like all the apps I've bought, like the last game I learned that lesson from, I think, was Metal Gear Solid Touch. Oh, because I bought that game when it was like $5.
You little Metal Gear freak.
I was like, and then like 2 months later down the road, it was like $2. I'm like,
You could have saved $3.
But that was just a lesson, because I actually bought Rock Band as well.
Oh yeah.
And that was a bad choice. So I will wait for Infinity Blade 2. I'm not saying I'm not going to get it. I will wait, because
just gonna wait till it gets cheaper.
Yeah, or at least some sort of discount.
Yep.
So, they're not saying the iPhone 4S will run everything better though either. I think it's going to be up to the developer to either update their games or release a new one, whatever they want to do.
Update.
So, iPhone 4S, I don't think I'll get it unless I get one for free, or.
Hey Apple. Come on.
I want a new one.
We can review 2 new phones.
I'm okay with that.
Smiley face.
Please. I love you. Long time. Sure. Oh yeah, and they also announced the release date for said Infinity Blade 2. I think it's December 1st.
That's
December 1st.
quick.
That's soon.
That is soon.
So they've been working on this for a long time.
They have. Well, probably since the first one.
No, the first one they kept adding stuff to it because now it has multiplayer.
Oh.
For the first one.
Cool.
Which is a weird addition for the game in the first place, because one person gets to play as the giant beast and the other person gets to play as the weak little knight guy.
Well, that doesn't sound fair at all.
No, it's not fair at all. So.
Should we segue into other Apple news that everybody already knows, but we have to touch on anyways?
We'll just touch on it.
Yes. Do you want to say it or
No,
okay.
I don't know how to say it.
So, as everyone probably knows already, Steve Jobs passed away.
We miss him-ish.
This week, yes.
Yeah, the day after the announcement of the phone.
I know, that was just crazy.
Which is weird.
And we're big Apple people, if you can't tell. So
I don't know what you're talking about.
And I mean, honestly, all the stuff that's coming out, I find is ridiculously cool just looking at his past. Because, I mean, let's face it, you don't honestly look at people's lives until they've passed away.
I think
in this kind of retrospective way.
It's weird looking back, because I know CNN did a article, I think yesterday, about his timeline, and you don't notice what kind of stuff he's done until now.
I know.
Because everyone kind of, up to this point, kept saying, oh, he's the revolutionary guy that pushed Apple forward, and blah, 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 this, and he revolutionized our generation. But I don't think you fully understand how he did it until you read
all the stuff coming out.
Like, Apple started in a garage.
I know.
With 2 people.
And like little wooden boxes that were computers. And then his whole development thing was getting it into houses where IBM was building computers for businesses. He's like, people should have computers. And I'm like, so without him, you would not have your PC in your house.
You would not have a mouse.
Yeah. You
would not have a mouse. So, sirs, we tip your hat off to you.
Yes. So, yes. We're sad to see him go. It was sad news. It was shocking.
If there's... Yeah, he died really young, so...
Yeah, 56.
Mm-hmm. If there's any positive news out of this, not only had he planned this next generation iPhone 4S of handhelds, he also pre-planned the next generation as well.
Yeah.
So whatever the next one is...
Well, and I mean,
his vision is in that one.
It's like any other business, you're going to have people that take on his mantle.
Yeah.
And I mean, they won't be him.
Oh, man.
But...
like, big shoes to fill is saying at least you can...
But it's like any big thing like that where there's this tiny group of guys that know what they're doing. Mm-hmm. Eventually they have to pass that torch on, and hopefully...
Whether or not they fly with it.
Yes, hopefully that torch has been passed. And there might be some hiccups, but that's what happens. And then people come back and go, this isn't how he did it. Like, there's going to be that one guy that's going to pop up and be like, this is not how it was done. So
that'll happen.
So
sorry to see him go.
Yes.
Well,
we're not going to do anything huge, though. Pardon me if you can't hear. I've been beckoned.
We're probably going to cut this. Nothing happened.
I'm back.
We're dancing.
You're dancing with the audience? That's exciting.
Please send your restraining orders too.
So going from your phone
to your phone
to not even my phone to a phone that nobody I know owns.
I know like 2 people.
The Windows Phone. You can control your Xbox off of it.
Why would you want to?
Or soon.
Why?
Microsoft is saying that it's pretty much just going to be a new universal remote.
Oh, okay, that's not so bad.
But it's an app, and it's free.
Okay.
So essentially, you're watching a DVD on your Xbox, press the button to pause.
Okay. Okay.
Want to go through some of your menus, you can do it on your phone.
Okay.
Done.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the wireless on Xbox 360 proprietary? Like the wireless controllers and stuff like that? Because I know when the Guitar Hero 3 controllers came out, the big stink was, oh, blah, blah, blah. We negotiated a thing, Activision did. We negotiated with them to get these specially made wireless controllers, and the PS3 ones got wired with dongles or something like that.
Oh, that's right.
So,
Does
that mean that the Windows phones now, like Samsung ones and HTC ones, all have this Wi-Fi in it?
Apparently.
Because I know well, I guess you can probably find it now, but when the Xbox 360 first came out, and even for the first like 6 or so months, you could not find a third-party controller, wireless, for Xbox 360.
See, and I've never looked into that, so. But no, it's...
But that's my only weirdest... That's my... Not concern, but is...
Yeah.
I guess Microsoft thought this forward a little bit, which is neat of them.
Well, they're starting to do that more and more, which is nice. So, but no, and they're saying, you know, there's going to be people that are going to be like, well, my controller's still better. And it's like, it's a free app.
Though, if you're not using a Windows mobile device...
Then you're screwed.
Yeah, I'm not buying a Windows mobile
And that's
device,
the thing, I'm not buying a phone so that I can press play on my Xbox, but the 12 of you that actually own a Windows phone, go for it. So,
yeah.
It's just cool, and it's free. Like, that's what Xbox is saying. Like, they're sitting there going, we know there's people that use their Kinect, we know there's people that use their controller. And people are going to go, why do I need another thing? Well, you don't, but it's free. Give it a shot. You might find it nicer. Like, for me, I would find it way cooler going, you know, pressing a button on my phone to pause my movies instead of, like, you know, reaching for my
But
controller.
I don't want... Does that... You have to take into account the phone loading the app and syncing itself with your Xbox. That might take time.
Depending.
And if I'm sitting in front of my console already, I'm going to have my control on.
See, and I don't know how the Windows Phone works.
Me neither.
So...
Especially for apps, we don't know that.
Yeah, we have no idea.
It's got window panes or something like that.
I think it's just a kind of neat idea, and I hope they actually bring it to more phones.
And that's why I don't think they'll be able to do it for anything that's not a Windows device. Just because of that wireless thing.
We'll see what they have. Maybe if it works out, maybe they'll figure out some kind of...
We'll make... Some third-party developer will create a codec or an app for the iPhone on the jailbroken store. Because it won't pass the Apple's App Store.
Now you have to watch Tony dance for like another 5 seconds. Fluffy! Okay.
Yep, that's...
that's that news. What else do I got?
I didn't find a lot of video game news, but again, I don't...
That's okay, I got this covered.
Well, video game news I found a lot, but not a lot that I found...
Interesting.
Yeah.
Disney, in 1992, on the Sega Genesis, came out with a game called The Castle of Illusion.
Right.
Had Mickey Mouse in it.
I remember that one.
He threw marbles.
I remember that
It started a whole bunch of like Mickey Mouse platformers.
Okay.
For like Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They have recently trademarked Castle of Illusion under a video game trademark.
How many years did this game come out?
1992.
1992.
So they've trademarked the name of the old, like the first game.
Huh.
So whether that means, the speculation is either they're remaking an entirely new game, which after Epic Mickey did like fairly well.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be really cool, because I enjoyed that platformer. You'd have to rework it to work with, you know, a whole new
control scheme, or just make it for the Nintendo Wii U.
Yeah. Or or like some of these sites are saying it could just be a re-release on the Xbox or PlayStation Network or that kind of thing, but
I think you would likely see it on as a virtual console game.
Virtual console. So
before you see it as a PSN or XBLA.
So we'll see.
Sounds cool.
I'm interested. It was just a quick little tidbit, and I liked Epic Mickey so much that if they started remaking all those old Mickey games with like 3D and new controls and all that stuff, I'd be into it.
So we have.
And then I have one last thing.
We should call this Notch Watch.
Pretty much.
Notch Watch.
Notch Watch. I'm gonna have to make a title now.
No, you don't have to make a title. We'll just call it Notch Watch.
Okay, first, I'm gonna say this really quick, and I don't know where it went on my computer, and I can't find it. But he's adding dragons to Minecraft.
Woo!
So.
Oh
This is
wait,
gonna-
flying.
Yep, flying monsters, and all they are right now.
Son of a bitch.
I found a picture. I'll post it like right here-ish. He's just white right now. Like he's got no texture on it or anything. It's just this giant white flying blob. I'll find you the picture after.
Found it.
Yeah, that thing.
I'm scared already.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any colors on it.
So there's that, and then it made me laugh because of everything that's going on with him in Skyrim, which is all about dragons. And
is Bethesda copywriting dragons too?
No, I guess we'll find out.
Wizards is gonna be super pissed off when they can't play D&D anymore.
So we're gonna wait and see, and then we have 2 news things coming in from
Notch Watch.
the Notch Watch, the trial between Mojang and Bethesda, and Notch is saying, well, okay, first off, it's kind of, they both sent out a comment. Notch's was, he tried to come to an agreement with them because it is a trademark thing. That's what this whole big mess is over.
Right.
Is if he can use scrolls, then other people can start using scrolls in a different manner. And he's like, well, I promised never to put Elder in front. Promised to never put anything in front of it. He's like, if we drop this entire case right now, I will literally put scrolls. We will be forced to put a subtitle underneath. And he's like, and we will never be able to put anything in front of scrolls.
Right.
Sound fair?
Oh yeah. Seeing as how they're not really related.
Bethesda's lawyers didn't think that was all that fair. Because now they're saying, well, someone can just come out with the older scrolls, Sky Hymn.
I'd play that.
Sounds great to me. So, pretty much what Bethesda is saying is that this is all part of copyright law, and if they don't sue Mojang, then someone can come out and use scrolls in a way that would infringe on their their trademark. Except then Mojang comes and goes, well, how about this? Like, we'll come to a really nice agreement. Like, legally binding agreement. And it's like, no, that won't work. And I'm like, but...
I've played... Okay. Alright. Yeah, can go on.
So I just don't get it. They like... And then the guys at Bethesda are actually all talking now, and one of the head guys at Bethesda is quite sad that they're going to court against Mojang. He does not want to be doing it, but the lawyers are saying they have to, so...
Okay. I've played enough Phoenix Wright games that I know how this game works. All we need to do is find 2 other games, completely unrelated, but their names are related.
Yeah.
Dead Island and Dead Nation. Why don't those guys just sue each other?
Yep. Everybody could start.
No, but like that makes sense because Dead Island.
Oh yeah.
And then they're 2 zombie games, and like these 2 games are 2 sort of mythical fantasy RPG kind of games. Similar name, but completely different in other aspects. Dead Nation is a isometric shooter. Dead Island is an RPG first-person shooter. They're different, but they're same.
Yeah.
Why don't they sue each other? Just do it.
Guys, that's...
Objection!
Objection.
Take that.
So, that I just don't get it. Like, Notch seems to be trying everything he possibly can to, like...
He's done... I don't think there's anything he can't do short of third-party support. Like,
yeah.
Fan support, rather.
So, but that's what I mean. Like, he's literally gone to these guys going, I will do this for you, I will do this for you, I will do this for you, I will do this for you.
He's probably gotten down on his knees once.
Oh, yeah. And like I said, the nice thing is he is keeping everything open, so if you want, follow him on his Twitter account or follow him on his blog, and he'll pretty much keep telling you everything that's going on. Mm-hmm. Which is lovely. It's just...
And it's on every other video game website as well, so...
Yeah, I mean, everybody keeps posting about it, so... It just makes
big deal.
It just makes me sad. Because Notch pretty much just keeps trying everything. And nothing seems to be working with these... And I think it's pretty much the lawyers now going like, no, we're fighting this fight. And it's just drop.
No, but not even Notch's lawyers are saying...
No, it's Bethesda's lawyers. It's like they got bored and wanted something to do, so they sued Mojang, which I don't get. Either way.
I don't get it either.
We're going to pause one more time, and then we'll get into movie news, because we're almost out of reel. We still film on one of those. It's true. We're back. Movie news.
Movies and slash TVs.
Yes.
And
stuff on a screen.
They do that, right?
Yes.
It's not plugged into our brain yet.
No.
Until that day comes, we still have those TV boxes.
Yeah.
Oh, the Matrix will be the end of us.
That or Skynet.
No, Skynet is coming. Yeah, that's what we should have brought up. The iPhone 4S is the new Skynet.
Yes.
But that's too late now.
Yeah.
So, this coming Tuesday,
yes.
do you like the Avengers?
I'm excited for the Avengers like nobody's business.
There's a new trailer coming out on Tuesday, they announced. So, now I think they're doing this in commemoration of the fact that the movie is now done filming.
Yes.
It is officially in post-production.
Yes.
Woo! Short of, whatever they're going to do for editing or what was that term called again? Returns? Recasting? No, not recasting.
No.
Something.
There's a word for it. They come back to shoot parts that they've
missed or need to refilm or whatever.
I was just watching like a bunch of documentaries yesterday and they were using it like nobody's business and now I can't remember. Oh well.
So that trailer's coming.
Pickups!
Yes, that's what it's called. Picking up.
Picking up scenes.
So, they'll be excited. Maybe they'll announce something new in it.
Maybe.
Because I don't think... hopefully it's not the same one that at the end of the Captain America movie.
I can't see that if they're saying...
Or maybe at least show us the one that no one else has seen, but only people in the theaters, or not in the audience saw, in the D12, the Disney conference.
D23.
Yeah, D23. So maybe that's that one there. Because that one has some good sequences of Nick Fury talking to Loki.
Yes.
And Bruce Banner conversations.
There's so many possibilities for this movie. I'm so excited to find out stuff.
Hopefully. Here's to hoping for new things.
Yep. If not, that's exciting because we can actually then analyze the heck out of the...
Pause every frame.
Yeah. And we won't because we have school, but we know someone on the net will, so...
IGN does a rewind theater.
Yeah, they do
a really good job. Thumbs up, guys.
Yeah.
For things that we don't have time for.
We don't have time to do. We have the technology, we just don't have the time.
Thank you, guys.
If we paid ourselves, we'd have the time.
If we got paid, we'd get other things.
We can't pay ourselves. There is no budget.
Damn it. I pay myself in fun. Next here.
Yeah.
Walking Dead Season 2 is coming out soon. I think it comes out October-ish? October, end of October?
End of October
soon.
makes sense.
I think it'll be coinciding with Halloween.
I was just gonna say.
Regardless, Walking Dead will now be streaming exclusively to Netflix. So, Netflix has been really good, aside from the whole Quickster thing. They've been getting really good with getting TV shows to air on their service, like Hulu does.
Right.
Because Hulu is really, I think that's all they do actually, is they air the latest episode and they kind of delete the rest of it.
I think you get that season.
I think, season. Maybe you have to pay for the Hulu Plus or something for that.
Yes.
Regardless, Netflix is getting this exclusively. There's some sort of exclusive deal for Walking Dead. Now, no one really knows what kind of deal this means. Like, is it going to be the full season, like in one go, or is it like weekly episodes? Regardless, this is going to be huge because I loved Walking Dead. I don't know if you've seen it.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh my goodness, it's so good. It's kind of like if you...
One of the guys I work with loves it.
It's so
Everybody
good.
I've talked to who has watched it loves it.
Add +1.
+1.
So...
So
it's like the... you watch 28 Days Later, right?
Yeah.
It kind of starts off like that. Like the dude wakes up in a hospital going, what's going on? And then he gets attacked by zombies. And then it's him surviving, finding whatever survivors. It's really good. Season 2, the way Season 1 ended, it has a lot of potential because it leaves it really open. And everyone's been eagerly anticipating Season 2 for it. And the comics are just as good, if not better as well.
Okay. Yeah, I know the comics. I haven't read them.
There's some parallel between the TV show and the comics, just not a full parallel. Like there's characters that exist in both.
Yeah, but
that's cool.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that rather than just remaking it. Just make it inside.
Well, that's fun. So hopefully that comes to Canada.
If not, there's ways.
There's ways, but
I'm too lazy.
Canada sucks for a lot of this stuff because of our nice CRTC. So
Although Netflix is getting way better in Canada.
They are, and our service isn't split because all we get is streaming.
That's okay by me.
That's fine by me. So that's all we literally get. And
Woo!
so everybody's complaining in the States, and everybody in Canada's going like, we don't know what they're talking about. I pay $8. I get.
I don't know. This movie, I swear I just saw it in like theaters.
Yeah.
Love and Other Drugs.
Love and Other Drugs.
Black Swan. Unstoppable's a little old. True Grit is now on Netflix in Canada, which is gonna be awesome because.
Wow, I haven't looked at new movies in a while. Benchwarmers.
Black Sheep.
Dead Like Me, the movie.
Yep, you just found it too.
I just found it for stupid cheap.
There's this one, the one
with the Boulder.
127 hours. 127 hours with James Franco.
James Franco. Man,
yeah.
I know what I'm doing this weekend, and it ain't playing games.
Curious George! I've always wanted to watch that.
He's got the wrong eyes.
It's okay, it's Curious George.
They should just be like little black dots.
I'm okay with that. That was a terrible film. Don't watch The Animal. I don't even need to tell you to not watch this movie.
Look, you just got a free rating. Free Netflix movie Friday.
Don't watch The Animal.
That one was cute.
Yeah, that was not bad. That was not bad. Says I would give it a 3.5 out of 5. It's probably accurate.
Tommy Boy.
Yay!
Thank you.
Van Helsing is actually really good.
I own that one already. Airplane.
Huzzah!
Airplane 2, the sequel.
Good
Best like tagline for or best subtitle for a movie ever. Be
Let's
cool is
see.
good. Man, oh man.
Hey.
The Bieber movie
is on Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
And it says it will. I will give here. I will. It says it'll. I will give it a 1 out of 5.
There you go.
How
everybody.
accurate can that get, guys? And both Buffy and Angel are now on the Netflix. So.
Score. I'm excited. Jericho's on here too. I am excited for all of this.
Yep. So good stuff.
There's some good little date movies on there too.
Earl and
X-Files.
All 9 seasons of X-Files, kids.
Sweet.
Like, not only do we have Stargate to watch.
So I can actually start watching from the beginning now.
Not only do we have Stargate to watch, we have X-Files.
Sci-fi. He loves sci-fi though.
Who?
The guy who runs Netflix.
Good choice.
So.
DEA. What the heck?
Sanctuary's supposed to be good.
Ooh. I've always wanted
It's
to
Amanda
watch it.
Chapman.
Yeah, it's her. She pretty much pulled half the cast from Stargate into her show.
So more sci-fi love. What other news do you have?
We've got one more here.
Do you want me to do mine then?
Yeah, go.
Okay.
Shoot.
I found this kind of cool because I love Johnny.
Too. I know.
I love Johnny Depp. I love Dr. Seuss, and they're apparently making a Dr. Seuss biopic, and Johnny Depp is slated to play the Doctor himself.
How does this work?
It'll be a movie about the life of Dr. Seuss.
So is it going to be like a mockumentary, but yet still true?
Did you see Finding Neverland?
No.
Okay, that was like a
it's-
biopic kind of about the guy who wrote Peter Pan.
Okay.
So if they do it like that, it should be a really wicked movie because that one was like him coming up with all the ideas for Peter Pan, and like all that stuff. So it was really well done. And
So
honestly,
how much of this are we gonna see in the movie?
nothing.
Dang.
You're gonna see him writing, and I would imagine you would see him coming up with ideas. So like he'll be walking down the street, and in Dr. Seuss's mind, he'll see like a Who.
Ha!
So
Okay.
hopefully they do it like that, and it's not just like the life and times of Dr. Seuss.
I saw an elephant today.
And yeah, he's sitting there just like writing kids' books, because that would be a really boring movie to watch.
I
But
saw.
with Johnny Depp getting involved, I can assume because he's one of these actors that actually reads a script and goes, "Yes, I want to do this."
Mm-hmm.
He's not just one of these guys who's
he's
like.
usually pretty good at that.
Yeah, it's not just like money for me.
He did that with Pirates.
No, but he loves Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, that's true. He is Jack Sparrow.
He is.
There's no other.
He invented the character.
Yeah.
So.
I guess he needs to see it through.
So. And his big thing with doing Pirates 4 was one of the guys quit who actually believed in him at the beginning when like all the other Disney execs
Right,
were like,
I remember that reading.
they're
that.
like, "Your pirate's too scary for children," and it's like, they wanted him to get rid of the gold teeth.
What?
Like they wanted him to have good teeth, and he's like, I'm a pirate. Like the actor gets this, the executives are all like, ah.
Not everything is One Piece here, guys.
Well, and I'm sitting there laughing because if you ride the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, none of those pirates have good teeth. Like, it's not like Walt Disney went, all these guys, perfect dental hygiene. And you can see their teeth. Like, they're detailed models in the ride.
I don't understand that for...
So, thankfully, he got his way.
Johnny Depp knows.
Yes.
So
So I'm excited, because that should be a fun film, because I love Dr. Seuss, so...
No, every kid loves Dr. Seuss.
I know, so... Example show. The Example show on Netflix.
I'm tempted to press play and see what happens.
Test, creator, it's nothing.
But it's loading something. Live. This is live, guys. Oh. No, not that. It's loading something.
It's just gonna be like...
I apologize for nothing.
It's literally just a... There's a fountain and a hand and...
Oh, these are those things that you put on, like, advertisement boards or something. Like, you know how...
This is a really weird episode of Stargate.
Giving it a 5. Okay, so while it loads the second episode...
Your other news.
Got one little last bit of here. Sorry.
Wow.
Hold on. Do you like Simpsons?
I enjoy
it's
the
okay
Simpsons.
if you say no.
I'm not
it's okay if you say no.
I like them. I'm just not I'm not a guy who watches them every Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I will catch the reruns and I'll watch their Halloween special every year.
Yeah, Halloween specials. Their Christmas ones aren't too bad either.
Their
seasonal episodes are pretty
I'm just
funny.
a Treehouse of Horror fan, so...
Yeah. So, rumor has it, Simpsons might not live past this year. Finally.
Wow.
Maybe. I mean, I know the joke is they keep saying that this is going to be the last season.
But I think the circumstances are different, aren't they?
Yeah, the circumstances are different. The Fox is wanting them to take... I think the majority of the actors, they want them to take a 40% pay cut.
Yes, I believe that was...
So, this only lends credence to the idea that Fox likes money.
Really?
I mean...
And likes to kill shows if they can get more money from it.
Apparently so. Or
Firefly!
Oh. Hello.
Anything with Joss Whedon. I
He'll
love you,
find
Joss Whedon. No, yeah, it's still the same show. They're all the same. Yeah, because
so
the last few years when they keep saying that it's going to be their last season.
Because I remember they said, I still remember them saying that the movie was going to be the last sort of thing.
And then that refreshed all the writers, because that was the big issue, is all the writers were going, we've got nothing.
Like that episode of South Park where they kept saying Simpsons did it actually came true. Simpsons actually had done everything. Yeah.
So, and the writers had kind of gone, and then I think they picked up some new writers for the movie. Mm-hmm. And then those guys brought in all these new ideas, these fresh ideas, and all of a sudden the writers...
Well, that's because they started copying real life things.
Yeah, so all of a sudden the Simpsons people were like, we can just keep going now, and everybody was like, yay! So...
Well, I could have cared less.
I don't really
Not
care.
that I don't mind Simpson humor, it just gets dull.
Yes, you can't watch it one after the other, after the other, after the other. I like I said, I catch reruns every... Like, if I'm sitting here reading, and I need something on television, and The Simpsons is on, I'll watch The Simpsons, so...
Yeah, so... It might not last past its 23rd season. It's weird to think that it's, like...
That long.
1 year younger than me.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
It's been on a long time. And the beginning wasn't that good. Like, if you watch the, first
They redrew them.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
They redrew... That was garbage. Because I remember seeing those and then seeing them again. And I was like, didn't I see this before?
Yeah.
And...
Bad.
Amazing.
Did we talk about Arrested Development last week?
I think we touched on the fact that... No, we can talk... No, we didn't.
Didn't we?
No.
Since we're on television ending,
yes.
Arrested Development, apparently it is pretty much confirmed via internet. The movie is happening.
Which is, I think it's a good thing.
And I like that. And they're getting another season. So...
Wait, movie and then season, or season and then movie?
I think season and then movie.
Okay, good. Because if they did it that way, that would be just weird.
So, you're getting a season of Arrested Development, and I'm kind of excited. but cautiously...
Optimistic.
Yes, I'm cautiously optimistic because there's been, rumors streaming around forever that movies are coming out for... Like, the movie's coming out, and it hasn't, and now the movie's apparently getting done, and I mean, I love that show. That's the only thing I really ever liked Michael Cera in. And Portia de Rossi's amazing. From Better Off Ted.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Put her in a movie, I'm excited.
What did she do? I don't remember.
Yeah, she was the sister in Arrested Development.
No.
In Better Off Ted, she was the boss.
Oh, okay.
She's Veronica, so.
I think she's lesbian.
She is. She is married to Ellen.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes. There you go.
No.
Now everybody's learned something.
No, I hate Ellen now.
For stealing Portia from you?
She's a little bit pretty.
I don't think you'd have a shot with her anyways. She doesn't like men.
You ever heard that song from Real Big Fish where the guy said he would cut his own dick off because his girlfriend left him for a girl?
I don't think that's how it works. I'm pretty sure that's not how it works.
Oh.
So, no, so that's... I'm excited because I like Arrested Development.
How many seasons has Arrested Development been up for?
It did 4 or 5. I think 4 seasons, and then it ended. And I thought the ending was an actual really good ending. Like, it seemed to end. But apparently we're doing a movie and another season. So it'll be like 5 seasons in a movie. So, kind of exciting.
Weird.
Yeah.
How many TV shows have gotten their own movies?
Sex and the City.
Sex and the City.
24 is getting one.
Firefly. Wait, 24 is getting its own movie?
Yeah.
Darn.
I bet you it'll be 24 hours long. That's why I don't know how you can do a 24 movie. Because isn't that the whole point that every hour on the show is like an hour in his life? So literally the movie would have to be 24 hours to
You'll just call it like 12 or 6. And even that's long.
3 hours.
3
Well,
hours.
2.5 after trailers.
Hour 45.
So, I don't know. I think that's it for news.
Yeah.
Other than that,
I'm drained out.
what we did on the site, quick.
We'll hold
this
up.
week. Nothing exciting.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Nope.
There's a bit of new things.
Oh yes, your movie review today.
Yes.
It does not have a Netflix logo.
It's not a Netflix logo because I've decided that when I first started this whole Netflix movie project, it was pretty much in contest of everyone going, I don't like Netflix. It doesn't have the movies I want on it.
Yes.
Well, my argument is that I don't want to pay $8 a month or however you States people pay for it to see movies that I've seen in the theaters or own on DVD already. I want to pay my monies to Netflix to see movies I've never seen before and see how accurately if I enjoyed them or not.
Right.
And lately it's been fairly accurate.
I think it's been pretty accurate the majority of the time.
I mean, I definitely would give Justin Bieber's movie a 1 out of 5.
Netflix knows.
So yeah, it's smart. It's like the next Skynet.
Man.
Oh man, everything's Skynet now.
It's all coming out to get us.
We're screwed.
So yes, this is your first...
My first non-Netflix movie review. You can watch it. It's called Troll Hunter. It's over there. It's far. It's Troll Hunter. Force powers activate. So Troll Hunter, you can find it on the DVDs.
DVDs.
The easiest way, if you've never heard of it, the best way I can describe it is, it's like the Blair Witch Project, but not shit.
Awesome. So
it is fantastic. The special effects in it are not light at all. They're all over the place. You know, there's giant trolls. The story is that it's this film crew going to Norway. Yeah, Norway. I was gonna say Norwegian, because that's the language it's in. It's in subtitles.
Okay.
And you can turn on English, but it's like 3 people in a booth talking, rather than the actual actors talking. So keep it in the original language.
And watch that.
And like Graham said a couple weeks back, they were planning on
reshooting it.
I'd rather not. It detracts from it, but it's really cool. If you can find it, it's out there. It's not that expensive. I bought it on DVD. And the reason why I'm doing these Blu-ray movies and DVD movies now is because Blockbuster closed and I have a stack like this big of movies
that he has to watch.
So, what better way to shoot down two
birds, one stone?
I like 5 birds with 1 stone.
Wow. You're a really good shot.
So, that's the biggest change in our site this week.
Yes.
Not to say that I won't go back to Netflix, but
No,
once
but
I make a dent in my movie stack, I'll...
Now there's options, so you guys are gonna get tons more different types of
some
movie type stuff.
like new-ish stuff.
Or weird DVDs that you find.
I know.
He's no longer constrained to what is on Netflix.
Exactly. Netflix has served its purpose, I think.
Yeah, and you've done a good job fighting for it.
Yeah. And I will keep fighting for
it. And we're both advocates for it, so. Question of the week is back.
Woo!
Yay! We're the only people who answered the question, but that's okay!
I'll make a dummy account.
Don't tell them that.
He'll make a dummy account.
I reviewed Uncharted 2.
Good game.
A very good game. Hump Day Humor, first one that I actually put on. You get extra Hump Day Humor if you follow us on Facebook. So, you got to follow us on Facebook and like us, and then you get extra funnies on Wednesdays.
Funnies. My friend liked it.
I thought it was pretty damn. I liked it. It was cute. It was small.
And you got a hat. See, if you wanted to know what we're talking about, go follow us on the Facebook.
Yeah. Or
Hats.
yes, and hopefully Twitter. I'd like to try and integrate
Twitter.
the two, but
yeah, if you install TweetDeck, like I mentioned.
Yep.
It'll be helpful.
Yep.
You don't have to keep switching back and forth.
I don't mind. It's just switching between Twitter and Facebook. That's my big issue.
Well, I mean, for Twitter accounts between yours.
I have 2 different browsers for all that stuff.
Yeah, but with TweetDeck, you don't even need to switch browsers.
Me. But yeah, so check that out. And yes, I'm excited for the movies, because now I'm going to actually have to go buy DVDs when he says their movie's good. Or I'll just steal them from him.
Done.
Like that. Yes, and then just a little blurb on Steve Jobs, because I figured we should say something. Other than that, that was... And another musical Sunday time waster from Tony.
Please stay tuned.
Yes, and of course Sunday there's another one.
Sundays.
Sundays.
Oh, Sunday comes afterwards.
No, we should make a whole new song.
She did.
I know.
That's terrible.
Okay, I think that is it.
Will Graham be joining us next week, or?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
I don't know what he works. It's all a working thing.
Eh.
We have, jobs that give us money.
I got the job.
Did you?
Yeah, because I'll play later.
So.
It's not a whore.
Although we whore ourselves out for you guys constantly.
Give
so.
us monies.
Yeah, and you guys don't even give us anything.
I know.
But your love.
We are the worst whores in the world.
We're really bad at this game.
We should just drive downtown and learn from
And with that, I think we should say
We're
goodbye
good.
before
We're
we get a little
exhausted.
too crazy.
We're exhausted.
Yeah. So have a happy Thanksgiving.
And Turkey Day.
Yeah, eat well.
I don't think like.
Well, if you're in Canada, have a happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.
If you're in the States,
Canada Turkey Day is exclusive to Canada.
Yeah.
Right now.
This point in time.
You'll get yours soon.
So we're gonna have big
States.
family dinners, and you get nothing.
Well, you will.
Yeah. I'm sure you could come.
Well, I've got studying and things, and
Okay.
we'll see. I don't know.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Evening.
Outro music? Or... There you go.